Good morning and welcome to Emptiness is Creed um, storytelling time. And this is my series, The Pheonix in Me. My name is Varisai Zemwa. It looks like most of my storytelling is gonna have to be around this very same time, early hours of the morning, in the middle of the night. The intro video I did early hours of the morning yesterday. I was saying I'm gonna be telling my story, but I'm not starting from the beginning. I'm starting from where I am, and I'm gonna use the experience that I'm having now to kind of maybe paint a picture of why I had that vision to initiate the Emptiness Creed. If I may state a few of the reasons why Emptiness Creed exists, one of them is that as an older adult, having raised my son and into adulthood, and now he's working, he's living on his own and doing his own thing, I found myself left at home on my own. And having been a very active person throughout my life, physically active, mentally active, socially active, and all the other activeness that any person can be expected to be, I actually found myself facing this empty nesting phase of my life at a time when the odds were also, or have also been, kind of working against me. To start with, I had a car accident 2017, the injuries of which have refused to heal completely. So I have physical challenges, especially with walking, because the greatest injury out of that accident was my ankle and my knee. I've had surgery. I have screws in my knee, or pins as they call it, in my knee. I have 7 because I had to have ligament reconstruction in the knee and repositioning of the kneecap, but it is refused to heal properly. The surgery itself has healed, but I'm in constant pain. I mean, you can imagine if your leg twists and faces backwards, that's like 180 degrees. Bringing it back to face the right position is gonna take its toll on your leg, whatever the process. Anyway, I also then, having gone through physiotherapy for months, and at that point when I was feeling like, you know what, I'm almost there, well, I'm at least recovered enough to be able to go out there and manage the pain with painkillers, I then was invited for a final review at the hospital. And this is 2020, end of February. I will remember that day like it was yesterday, the very last day of February, the 28th. So I went for that appointment, and a few days before I had seen on the news about COVID and it starting from China, or it being in China rather. And I had not really paid any attention to it, because to myself I said, you know what, China is very far from England, and so it's not gonna affect me. So my kind of mindset was of it's none of my business kind of mindset. But behold, I go for my physio appointment. I come back, and the next day I feel weird. It's the only word I can think of describing it. And then the next day I feel weak. I literally couldn't even pick up a cup of tea. I dropped 2 cups. And I'm thinking, what's going on? I feel lethargic. I feel tired, drained. And my son even said, "You're very clumsy today. What's going on?" And I couldn't explain it to him. But this is what was happening. I was one of the very earliest victims of COVID-19. By the third day of these symptoms manifesting, I woke up in the middle of the night and I was full of sweat. I was literally almost hallucinating. I was in excruciating pain, and I was coughing like I was gonna cough everything from my stomach. I couldn't even speak. I actually wanted to call out to my son. I couldn't. And at that point, I didn't think or suspect that it could be COVID. I just thought I'm unwell. Something has gone wrong and I've become unwell, just like anybody becomes unwell. But that was also the beginning of another phase of ill health that I still struggle to explain. The people that follow me on Facebook and on TikTok, I'm sure you've seen me posting about my journey with COVID and then what followed, which is long COVID. I have battled long COVID since, but unfortunately, even getting over long COVID has been very difficult from the perspective that I caught COVID after that first time. I have had COVID 4 times. 4 times. 2020, 2021, 2022, 2023. And this year I haven't. But what has happened is my immunity has really been knocked. And it seems like my immunity is so down that any outbreak that's coming out there, I'm catching it. Any virus that's coming out there, I'm catching it. Any illness that's coming out there, I'm catching it. And I've been coughing since 2020. The cough has not totally stopped. I cough, especially in the night, especially in the morning. I wake up early hours of the morning and I'm coughing and coughing and coughing. So now I have a combination of long COVID and the leg that's not healing. And again, that accident where I had the leg injury, I also had a lower back injury. I also had a shoulder injury. So it's a battle. People see me smiling and doing motivational quotes, motivational videos, and engaging on all these online activities. I do all those things because I'm trying to keep my mental health at a manageable level. That's another thing as well. Having gone through that experience with the accident and then followed by COVID, I have gone through a long battle with depression, with anxiety. I've been having panic attacks. I've been having anxiety attacks. I've been having blackouts even, which means I'm in and out of hospital. But now I've decided I'm gonna move from where I am because I'm very isolated. I don't have relatives near me. I don't really have friends like who are able to attend to me when needs be. And so I've decided to move. Oh, I've had problems as well with my landlord since 2020. And so I've just decided this place has not welcomed me and it's time for me to move.